I could do a boss passive to try and get use out of the new ore, but I'm really hoping a molten gold. That is exactly what I wanted, but also turning down the flaunting golems is unfortunate. Wait, steady scope's also great. I want all 3 of these relics for this run. This is actually seriously unfortunate. But my sole purpose this run is just to get great use out of Swashbucklorb, because I do think with the new text that Swashbucklorb has, it's actually really decent. In particular, it's also great with the new change to the boss passive, 3 times gold on the board, because I think that 4-8 with pinging powers it should be pretty good. It's just less required now because we don't care about Resistance Knight on this class anywhere near as much, as well as give me a crit. Okay. Just want a bomb as well though now, thank you. Well, lovely. 50 gold, not bad indeed. Let's... Yeah, no, double store sounds like I can afford that. I have molten gold after all. I just need to get as many Swashbucklorbs as possible. But I do think the instant ping power that you get off the Swashbucklorbs is potentially extremely decent. One of the things I actually did look at is I wanted to check if I could do this run on Spinventer, just because having Spinvent originality benefit for Swashbucklorbs sounded like it would be extremely nice. Now, I didn't think that it would actually be possible because you can't get Swashbucklerb on that class, and I was correct. You can't. But it still would have been nice, because any damage boosts you can get on the Swashbucklerb is such a massive deal. I can very much see myself picking up any boss relics that improve damage, which is a big part of the reason why I thought I'd want that guaranteed crit relic, because if I have the guaranteed crit relic, then suddenly taking the +0/+5 becomes really quite good. Like, it actually works out shockingly well there. You're kind of fine to remove the refresh from your board as long as you're shooting your Swashbuckle and it's popping all your coin pegs, because you'll still be getting kills off of that. I would prefer not to hit my bombs just yet, but I think one's probably fine. Definitely getting very close to hitting more than one though. Not ideal. 11 damage, easy enough. Should crit. Good stuff. Didn't crit, but seems I didn't need it to. The crit was just the safety measure. Well, that was a lovely shot. Alright, still nothing. Shock Absorber, trying to play for bomb stuff is always amazing, especially since it sets you up for area 3 quite well. Alright, come on now. Alright, nothing there, but I do have Sprouting... Okay, no, there is a... Ooh. I'm going to take Ambidextrary no matter what, because Ambidextrary is really quite solid for allowing me to pick up damage for my boss passive. Seal Conviction becomes so much better. Sprouting Investment on this map, I only have... Yeah. I do want gold though, that's the issue. Refill of Buster, Apple a Day Sprouting Investment. I will just take the Sprouting Investment. And will I try and get value off of it? Sure, I'll try and get some value off of it. I'm going to regret not taking the remove there, but it's fine. No Swashbucklerb yet, but it is uncommon, so it shouldn't be too hard to find eventually. I don't plan on doing debuff stuff this run, but it's always nice to just have some debuff pieces. Like if we can get Spinfection on this guy, then we get so much good Grubby Gloves value. If we don't though, it is just plus 10 damage per shot, which is perfectly acceptable because it's also taking away the health from the summons. Oh, so close. But yeah, if I get this Spinfection, then they just keep it forever. And that is extremely, extremely nice. Unfortunately, a whole lot of blind, eh? I'm certainly fine to lose some health, although I would like to get my bombs sometime soon. Great shot. Should be fine to do that. Perfect, get a rainbow dude spawned in. Great shot there. No crit for me, unfortunate. 3 Spinfection, 1 bomb, perfect. I didn't get a rainbow dude spawned in, but that's fine. Cobanor. I'm actually going to take it. It leans into the build I'm trying to make decently well, doesn't it? I don't really care about the upgrade that much though, but could be extremely cool later down the line. I just need to actually hit a Swashbucklorb. So I'm not going to make any upgrades into it for a bit. Alright. I only have one fight between me and the next door, don't I? Yeah. Realistically, no, because it just doesn't fit the whole Swashbuckle theme. As much as I do love it in like a gold greed run, that's unfortunate. It's one less elite. I guess that's fine enough. Especially if I get a fresh bandana for my troubles. I think this guy might be firing turn 1. Yeah, I don't know why he's firing turn 1 there. Doesn't seem right. I got 1. I was hoping for more. Because the nice thing about my targeting there is if I didn't get... I would definitely kill the bat no matter what. Boom, boom, bam. Perfect. Still no swashbuckle value there. 15 should be simple enough. Perfect. Alright. Don't know how much extra money the Kobanob's generated me so far, but I certainly do have a decent chunk of cash now. Oh, I could have done a better show if I realized that was dupe station. 179. I think I want to grab myself 1 more gold just so the remove's an option for me. Still nothing. Rather unfortunate, for sure. Interesting. I think I'll just do this. So, I'm expecting that if I can find all this coin orb nonsense, I am going to be doing illusion stuff. Mostly from passives, so Dodgy Dagger grinding Miss Finesse should be extremely handy. Refresher course also, I can't shoot Kobanov here. That's part of the other problem, Kobanov doesn't work with the boss passive at all. Yeah, in terms of scaling, it's also nice to have the refresher course, especially since that also opens up leave the rest for later potential. And Round Guard is just good. I have an ambidextrous, so I should be able to get pretty good value from that. Boom, we have Round Guard here. Yeah, perfect. Do want to be able to proc gold in this last shot though. Yeah. Rather unfortunate, isn't it? I'm sure I'll get my swashbuckle value eventually, but not yet apparently. Okay. Every shot I can take here feels bad. Only have access to 1 crit. Okay, the Instance Perfection is actually pretty cool though. I certainly don't hate that. Oh, you missed the refresh? Oh no. I was very much hoping for it. Can I do a thing or not? It looks like I just cycle him out from here, doesn't it? Which is fine, sometimes I'll even get to be shooting the Kobanov for my cycles. Alright, good. That's the other neat part about Round Guard, sometimes it just really comes in handy. And certainly Minotaur is a fight where you can just end up doing this quite a few times. It lines up a lot more than you'd expect. Unfortunate, I was really hoping I would find something by now. Peglin crit is at least some synergy for what I'm trying to do, and it actually works out really well with the Swashbucklorb at the end, but I need to actually find a Swashbucklorb for it to work out, so it'd be nice if that actually lines up eventually. Sooner rather than later as well. Great shot, that was precisely what I aimed for. Give me a dodge. No dodge, unfortunate. Just want to make sure that I keep getting good shots off of my evasive maneuver orb. Because as long as I get a good shot, it probably means it crit, and if I crit, I get more Belusion. If I get more Belusion, I get more Spiness, and if I get more Spiness, I get more damage. Makes perfect sense. Let's just bounce straight onto that. Perfect. It's a very hard one to deal with. That one's also rather annoying to deal with. At least I'm scaling. There we go, perfect, thank you. Just needed to get some of them popped. The exploitable also helps add on so much damage. Oh, they didn't bounce directly into the vine. Interesting. We discard that one, obviously. Should be able to get a guaranteed crit here off of the coins. Good stuff, but still have not yet found it, eh? Oh, I actually got it. Okay. Yeah, one discard from a greed plus Copenhagen is so weird. Like, whatever. I'm just going to super prioritize stores just to make sure I can try and get a Swashbucklorb though, because this comp looks very different with a Swashbucklorb. One of the other things about Swashbucklorb currently as well is I'm pretty sure that its damage and pinging capabilities scale per upgrade. So level 1 Swashbucklorb is probably completely horrendous. But once you get past that stage, the level 2 and the level 3 is so much better. Oh my god, that was a very good bramble right there. Yeah, I'll go for that. This gets a crit because of the guaranteed crit. I get a dodge. Nice. Let's just try and grab another guaranteed crit if possible. I mean, it should be because it's dupe station, but not bet on it apparently. And I have a lot of crit damage, good. I really want this Swashbucklorb. I've got great setup for it, really good stuff. But it's just not here yet. 382 gold, nice. I didn't realize just how much money I was printing, eh? So my deck has just got a whole lot better. This is a nice seed. At least for the removes it is. I think going to the question marks is just better than going to the elite. Just get an infinite amount of gold real quick. Because the prices are doubled, so 459 is not actually as much as it looks like. Yeah, I'll do this. I don't feel the need to play in hard mode because I'm not really that strong, but I also do need my max HP, but I'm just about to go to a lot of stores. This is shocking. Just about to go to a lot of stores. I should just remove this. It doesn't work with Wonders Ultimate Greed, and unfortunately that's just a big part of my build right now. Yeah, unfortunate. Man. It's just unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate. I will add the Elusive Circle because I think it is what I want to be doing currently. That's only because I can't be doing what I want to be doing. Assault totem 40 gold for 5 max HP. That is obviously insane value and I should be doing it, but realistically, even just increasing my max health to 65 is a pretty big deal. And I will see what I get up to. It's fine. Like, I added the Elusive Circle to my deck because it's going to be pretty decent, but realistically, I do kind of want to get no value off of it and just get a Swashbucklorb in the end, but until I get a Swashbucklorb, it is, I think, the second best orb. At least for all of the stuff I'm trying to collect for Swashbucklorb nonsense. It should also be pretty... yeah, okay. It is just going to be pretty good. As I expected. My deck do technically have pinging power, so I need to aim correctly. Definitely very noticeable. Illusion, that is. A big part of the reason why I was happy to take the Elusive Circle as well is if I happen to get 99 Illusion, it's actually looking extremely decent. Yeah, look at how much crit damage I'm scaling. It certainly looks nice, doesn't it? Good stuff. How many more question marks? Still got a question mark to go, nice. So much pollution and so much finesse. Yeah, it is pretty good, as I thought it would be. Still nothing. Okay, 40 gold for 5 max HP is so worth it. We'll just press it once, actually, it's just so worth it. Don't have Flation? I do not, yes. It's not going to stop me from greeting, though. I also didn't pick up the reduced. Didn't think it'd be worth it. Random navigation, so pretty sure that is just... It's not all bad considering how much gold it would give me, but came here for the store and I'm gonna do a store. Unfortunately, if I... Still? Oh man. So... Wow, actually. I don't actually need the Haglin's Hat healing though. I definitely want this. There's a lot of decent stuff here. Have I not found one yet? There is a chance I might have missed one, but I really don't think I did. My reloads should be great, yeah. Sounds good. That means I'm happy to remove one reload from the board as well. I don't need this. 15% of my HP is 7 or something. It's nothing. I definitely want that. Should be able to get the money back on that. Oh. And at this stage I want the pebble removal as well, yes. Because I'd happily remove all 3 of these off my deck later on. So, Haglin's Hat. Oh, Salt Shaker. So I'm spending... If I spend 200 gold, I get 20 max HP plus 5 more. I don't know, but I'll just buy it. Seems like it's actually pretty good value with the Soul Totem here. I was trying to calculate it, but I confused myself apparently. This should be an extremely favoured fight. We can't really deal with the minions all that well, but I don't think we really need to. We can just let most of them try and hit us. Give us scaling, to be honest. Yeah, should be very easy. Instantly proc crits. I get a dodge here, right? No, I didn't. Okay, that's funny. It's totally fine though. I have more than enough illusion generation and I should be able to re-heal back consistently. Actually, I might just burn through all the minions at this stage. Just because my AoE powers are seriously lacking, and I'm not actually scaling all that fast. I really want Swashbucklorb though. It would be so good. So what boss relics do I want here? I think a Sealed Conviction, and then me finding a Swashbuckler would be like best case scenario. I just need to actually get that, which I think is the hard part. Unfortunately, it's extremely hard. I mean, realistically, I should just let him shoot me here. Grab my scaling. Because a loose circle just fully regenerates it anyway. It's definitely extremely solid, it's just like... a bit unfortunate I couldn't find Swashbuckler. Oh, I'm taking another hit here, that's perfectly fine. Do you want my scaling up full? Yeah. Unfortunate. Are there... I can get Wrath for double damage, I suppose. Wrath actually wouldn't be all that bad. I would need to bulk up massively for Wrath. Okay, Wrath actually sounds pretty good, because it's got 16 crit damage then. 16 is a pretty big number. Okay, I'm just literally burning through the minions. Sure, that's fine by me. It's pretty simple to do, and yeah. It means I can just hammer him quickly. Good news is I did get a lot of gold then. I always appreciate having access to a lot of gold because I'm going to need it with how expensive my stores are. 100 gold per purchase is a lot, especially when I'm also planning on pressing this lovely button. Because look at this, you get 1 times on a 2-4, and then you upgrade it once, you get 2 times, so double value from the text, and half a value again from... and then you upgrade it again, the final code. It's like so good. So alright, we finally got it. Good stuff. 20 gold. I'm not burning 20 gold for that. Gifts that keep giving, leave the rest for later. Leaf. Oh my god, if I get refreshing, I've just got to take that. If I get refreshing, it's just so good. Refreshing punch. I can basically just insta-kill enemies again. I need damage now. But let's just see this in action, shall we? Okay. So that's basically it working pretty well with the stuff I expected it to work pretty well with. That's good to see. That's what I wanted. And yeah, it looks like it's working pretty well. Slicing them to pieces. I don't even have good damage this run as well. There are a lot of ways you can get good damage. Oh, that was a failure. And most of the time I'd expect to get it from boss relics, but I didn't have that option this run, unfortunately. Yeah, no, it's going to be great. Man, it took its time, but at least we're here. We have arrived. I now want my removals. I have Flation, so I'm excited to get tons of gold. Yeah, 52. Certainly not bad. Alright, so slice him to pieces. Get some dodges in. Get some more dodging in. I will just still slice you to pieces. This shot. Perfect. Should be able to get 2 kills there. Perfect. Yep, it's definitely something that you do want the damage increase on. I think that as a 4-8, it's not exactly... It's going to be ping value, more so than actually killing enemies. And I do want to get it to the stage where it is just killing enemies, but we are not there yet. Certainly is working pretty well though, isn't it? Boom, that's a lot of exploitable. Exploitable is always great to see. Matters less for my ping powers, of course, but still fine, I'm still getting good enough value from it. Since it still hits pretty hard at the end. Most of the time when you've got excellent pinging powers. That's a bit unfortunate. It will obviously just lose the HP though, because that's just totally fine. Let's just take the elite. If I can get a punch, like as I said, I will just be in a great spot. Some other greed stuff would be absolutely amazing, like Thirst for later. Sorry, Refloss with Stone. Being able to respawn coin pegs on the board sounds great. That's definitely a pretty good first shot. Sorry, pretty fine first shot. Okay, no. Straight up. That was over 1,000 damage. Extremely decent. I do not want to pop my coin pegs over there though, so... That's acceptable, I guess. Alright, 909 Illusion would also be kind of stacked though. So I'm pretty sure getting to that point with a loose circle is pretty easy. Just death. Not quite death because of my previous shot, but still a ton of damage there. I'm just going to ignore you. Yeah. You don't matter. I did get the dodge. I was kind of just presuming I would get the dodge and I wanted to work on the boss more. As it turns out, I did just get... Oh my god, I just got the dodge again. And this guy just falls over. And then I get to shoot my Swashbucklorb. Perfect. Yeah, no, there's a lot of hits here. Even something like your crits also refresh also just has a lot of value for me. Cobra Orb again, unfortunately. Can't really use it. A lot of removes I want. Short stack, that is perfect. This is absolutely amazing. Now any crits that I add to the board are just giving me exactly what I'm looking for. And also doing like... Oh, that's mildly unfortunate, I guess. Depends on what these question marks are. Also doing like, when you dodge, add some crits to the board, sounds great. It's funny. Actually just slices through them. Yeah, that's good enough. Wasn't really expecting all that much value. Because it's really rather easy for me to hit crits is what I was going to say, and then I failed to hit a crit. But it is still pretty easy for me to hit crits. I think that's a very fair expectation for me to have. Got a lot of finesse. Absolutely shredding his health. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, so it does seem like you can certainly achieve quite a lot with the new Swashbucklorb. I do think that the desire to pick it up has slightly decreased because it is, of course, a targeting orb, and all targeting orbs were extremely nice to pick up beforehand due to the power of Resistance Knight, with it just being a pretty hard fight. I'm just going to super prioritize question marks and try and just print gold. Yeah. But more importantly, print removals if possible. The gold is just extremely handy to also be getting. Extremely handy. Should be able to get a crit extremely fast. Yeah, perfect. 210. It's extremely, extremely noticeable damage. Like, imagine I can get even just like 2 extra crits on the board. It'd be so good. Loose circle. Let's just grab our dodge. Or maybe not. Wow. I will, of course, now aim here. Yep, perfect. That lined up well, didn't it? Good stuff. Bang bang, and finish it up with a Swashbucklorb. A perfect susceptible. Not really what I'm going for. Yeah, missing out on the elite was unfortunate just because there was a lot of rare relics I would have loved to hit, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting the opportunity to see them. Ugh. Tried bouncing to the side a bit more, but it seems like that didn't particularly work out. Like 99 Illusion, anything that adds extra crits to the board, anything that like makes my refreshes crits or does that kind of thing would have been amazing. Oh my. Yeah, it seems to combo extremely well with like Dupe Station as well. Unfortunately, the Machuska Shell and Constricting Chains are significantly worse with it, just because it is one that really does need high damage as well as multi-ball if you do want to gain access. Sorry, if you do want to get value from the multi-ball, but it still manages to do an awful lot. Also, having this much max HP with the Inferno Ingot is certainly pretty amazing. I should really be upgrading that more. Slight misplay on my part because I do plan on keeping it in my deck at this stage, I guess. Technically misnavigation, but it's fine. Decoy Orb? Sure. Literally just one less question mark. Which may or may not be unfortunate, we will see. Well, this is a fun first shot at least. Yeah, no, just a free, just death. Alright. Don't mind if I do. Should have been my evasive maneuver there. Oh, I didn't want you popping those pegs. Go, Swashbucklorb. Go! Good stuff. And bam. Let's just try and kill you, I guess. Yeah, good damage. I got Transparency as well. I guess that means I'll shoot my loose circle. Can we just get you dead? 6 explodable is quite a lot after all. It is, perfect. Bang. My points have basically already run out. That's a big part of the reason why I never really used Swashbuckle previously, and why I'm still hesitant to call it being an amazing orb. That is... yeah, that's probably something I should be picking up. I want to do Swashbuckle solely, but once my coins run out, I guess I'll switch over to a spinny bank. I'm fine to do that. Something like that, probably. Yeah, not bad. 16 gold. Nothing too major, especially when I'm getting 339 from that. Invest? I don't think I will. I also don't have super boots, but getting the multiplier is kind of cool, but also that's close shot. It's pretty awesome with spinny bank, I guess. That is insane. Absolutely insane to get Mask of Joy here. Really, really good stuff. Is this your card? I will take as well. Let's get a removal going on the evasive maneuver orb. Yes. And then I guess I'll just take more healing. Sure. I do lose a lot of damage off of my spinny bank then, but that's fine. Alien's Rock, yeah, unfortunate. There are a whole lot of rare relics I would have loved to get here, but it's fine to miss. I might just shoot my spinny bank a bit, try and get up cash for the final fight. I think that's just a good idea. Why do it appears? Ah! Neat. Because I have navigation inflation, and navigation inflation spinny bank is always amazing. Yeah, no, overwhelmer. I didn't think about overwhelm. Just upgrade you two, and I shouldn't have to shoot the bad orb. 1791. Let's just see what we can get to. All right, plus 330 greed. Yep, that seemed worth it. Seems pretty good. So let's see how much Swashbucklorb can do in turn 1. Don't really think it's going to be that much. Do I have my dupe station? 1, I do have my dupe station. Obviously, I'll go for a shot like this, try and get some good bounce then. There we go, 1200 health, let's see what we can achieve. Alright, so my current analysis is, especially since this would one-shot, seems actually pretty good. It lined up a lot better than I actually thought it would, and the fact that I've just managed to kill the boss turn 2 using only coin pegs from Swashbucklorb actually impressed me a lot. It may have taken ages for me to find my Swashbucklorb, but I was very much finding all of the pieces that I wanted for Swashbucklorb earlier on. And that turned out pretty well. Having the Beckoning crit to just guarantee you get that crit was amazing, especially since I had to take Molten Gold for my first my starting relic, because I would have loved the guaranteed crit one for Pollution that you have, but first of all, that doesn't really apply to shot 1 as easily, but also like I just can't turn down a starting Molten Gold. I managed to get the Wrath, which I do think your Wrath works, Wand. The thing is, it's Wand of Ultimate Wrath and Wand of Ultimate Greed, so it's very easy to mix up the two because they share 3 words, and it's just every single time I pick Wrath, which is the word it doesn't share. Greed is definitely nicer now. I think that it combos extremely well with Swashbucklorb, obviously, and I do still think that a big part of the reason why you're picking it up is because you have like a Swashbucklorb, less so like Beckoning Crit and Peglin set and stuff like that, but it still has very good synergy with them, obviously. It's just like most of the time you'd rather just be picking up other stuff. I do think that a big part of what's going to make Swashbucklorb extremely playable is, well, obviously a lot of the stuff we had here, but also boss passives that increase your damage total. Because like Leaf Source for later was not really doing anything for us here. I took it for the high roll options, and I didn't get the high roll options, and it was still extremely fine. Like it's got the healing, it's got the refresher course with the Mask of Joy procs. It's still extremely good. It's just I would have preferred to have just like a +4/+4 and -1 discard, or like a +0/+6. With -1 refresh, because I didn't really need the refresh anywhere near as much because I had the refresh shield. Like, I saw the refresh shield pick and I'm just like, oh, that lines up so well with +0/+5, which is +0/+6 plus Mask Joy. But it didn't line up, unfortunately, and the Eye Total was far too late. Still, I beat Crossbow, took the Swashbucklorb, and I started immediately getting great use out of it. I'm still a bit shocked as to that Coin Dragon dying that fast. It makes a lot of sense when you consider the map that he has, but very, very impressive. The fact that I lined up my dupe station perfectly as well was just, that was beautiful. That was just great to see. Picking up that last second spinny bank was also good. Here's the thing. I thought that I would run out of gold on that final map, and the last 2 or 3 shots would just be a spinny bank, and the spinny bank would just completely obliterate his health, preferably while he's also got exploitable, because exploitable plus spinny bank is great. But no, Swashbucklorb actually just murdered them. I do think a loose circle is great for this kind of build. The reason I specifically was annoyed about picking it up is just because I wanted to be shooting solely Swashbucklorbs. But in terms of orbs that are good in Swashbucklorb builds, I think Swashbucklorb is number 1. That might surprise you, of course. I think that Spinny Bank is definitely number 2. It is exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. And I think it's pretty fair to say that a loose circle is number 3. Now, obviously, you have your cases where, like, a pretty short swimming circle into Swashbucklorb works. Obviously, that's better than just having Swashbucklorb in your deck, but like you need to get that lined up, and obviously you also need to be playing Peglin, and we weren't doing that this time around, and despite that, we still managed to hit an awful lot. I do also want to point out, getting Inferno Ingot plus the Basalt Totem Salt Shaker to just massively ramp our max HP, it was pretty damn good. Usually you're lacking healing on this class. I did turn down a Haglin's Hat, which would have been amazing healing as well.